last week, let's start with last week. You weighed in at 333.2. This week, you weighed in at 334.4. So the maintenance phase continues with abundance. Okay. You have absolutely mastered the art of not gaining weight, average, not gaining weight, staying within the same ballpark. So if we were at 240, this would be incredible. I would be patting you on the back every single week and saying, like, we're getting to the point where I think you've mastered the art of this whole process.
Absolutely.
But just to point out, we're 7.5 months in. We're on this was week 30 of, we've been here 30 times thus far. And week 8, 2 months in, you weighed 334.2. Today, you weighed 334.4. So in 5.5 months, you've gained 0.2 pounds. Okay, so
amazing.
When we look at the first half, it was nothing but action-packed excitement because you were losing weight consistently, 2+ pounds a week. Everything was fantastic. Then the rocky road started to build. It got really rocky. I mean, you got down even lower than 334. The lowest were the 324. So you've been 10 pounds lower than this, but then you went back up, and now you've been in that same range. But when we're talking about actual weight, we're looking at week 8, and you were the same weight you are now. So we're week 7, we're at 7.5, week 30, 7.5 months in. So how do you feel about that?
I mean, not great. At the same time, I realized I've been contending with a lot, but I'm actually growing through this. I am growing through this even despite this week. And the result, I enjoyed myself on a daily basis in some way, but I would almost use the word measured in a way. Like, I was very thoughtful in, like, pretty much every day. Like, I would allow myself some grace and have fun a little bit at times, and that could mean like a little bit of candy here and there. I come up with a different idea for that to help me limit the amount of damage that I would do. But like meals, like it was like I had a protein, like a chicken salad from a Greek place, and it was like, I mean, my intention was so good. Of course, they throw in the pita bread with it, and so there's 4 slices. Basically like one pita probably cut into 4, and 1 wasn't good enough, 2 wasn't good enough. I had to just go ahead and polish it off, and that's the thing. Like, I didn't need that. So when I look back at this week, I was disappointed. To be honest with you, I expected a loss this week. I felt better. I did more exercise than I have for the entire time I've been doing this. I started a couch to 10K program. I skipped to week 2, and like, I feel good about it. I've run stairs a couple times this week. So like, I'm feeling better, and honestly, like, I think that shifted a little bit of a gear. When I woke up this morning and I weighed in, I was disappointed that the number did not go down. I wouldn't have been shocked if I woke up and it was 330. Like, that's how good I felt. Like, that's how good I felt like I did.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Finish.
Any other time in life, that would set me all the way the wrong direction. And I'm not. I'm like, I actually have processed this over the last few hours. I just ran some stairs because I told myself I was going to do it today. I ran the stairs, and
that's awesome.
And like, I've got myself collected, and I'm like, I have more resolve than I did when I got on that scale today. Hours off of that. What, 5 hours from that, and I'm like, I'm ready to kill it.
That's like unprecedented.
It is. So today, I'm allowing myself to relax. but I'm going to have 6 straight days. I can tell you right now with conviction, I'm going to have 6 straight days of deliberate progress. And my goal I'm setting for myself right now is that I want to be under, I want to be under 333. It's going to be at least 332.9 or better next week. And we are starting to go in the right direction aggressively moving forward. I'm ready.
Oh, wow, man. I did not expect that. We don't talk about what we're going to say beforehand. I haven't talked to you since the last time we were here, other than on technical matters. But this is, I couldn't have hoped for anything better as a response from you when I asked you how you felt. Was stepping on a scale, seeing a number that was a disappointment, and saying, I know I can turn this around.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to do it. Like, I know I can do it. I've done it. Like, I've been 10 pounds less than this just in the past few months. I know I can do it. I know I can lose weight. I know I can make every week count. So why not start now? Why am I waiting? What's the delay? And it sparked a fire in you, whereas normally it would just perpetuate the same bad behavior. Yeah. You would go in and see that number and you would panic. You would say, this is awful. I put in all that effort, the extra effort, the exercise, especially the exercise, because nothing hurts more. Okay. Yeah, you can constrict the diet and say, all right, well, at least I didn't do anything. I mean, I ate less, but I ate different foods, but I didn't actually overextend myself, or actually go out and do something that I normally wouldn't do, other than just not eat certain foods. But when you're going out and exercising and running stairs, for God's sake, and then you step on a scale and it's higher than it was. Now, I just want to clue you in and remind you, we talked about this in the past, but when you're exercising your muscles, and trust me, if you're running stairs, I don't know, how often did you do that, or how much time did you spend total in the week?
So I went to a big apartment complex a couple times, and so if you can envision, every so often, pretty rapidly, there's a set of stairs, and then you go up and down it, and then you come down, and then you walk a few, yards or whatever, and then you're at the next one. So
and then another, right?
Yeah, and it's repetitive. So today I counted it. This morning I did 38 separate staircases up and down, which took me about 52 minutes. I did not push myself pace wise, but I noticed a measurable improvement from when I started this just over a week ago. I did that same amount, and it took me 60 minutes. So I trimmed like 7.5 minutes off of that already. So that gave me some encouragement, and I was actually trying to pace myself. I wasn't in the hurry that I was last week. All this is kind of wrapping itself up together. And if I didn't have it in my mind made up, today was going to be a day where I rested the last couple of days because I felt soreness. I said on Friday, come hell or high water, I'm doing those stairs again. And I did it. And afterwards, I feel like I'm unstoppable. Like I'm ready to, I'm not going to be discouraged. I'm not going to be discouraged by what happened. I'm going to use this. I have a little bit of a chip on my shoulder now, like maybe more than a little bit. Like I'm ready to just crush it. I'm going to, any anger I feel or any negative emotion you could possibly come from this is going to be all the way challenged into beating the out of this. Like I'm going to lose. What is it? 3. Yeah, I need to lose 1.5 to get to under 3. Is that right? Am I doing my math right? 1.5 would get me to
334, 33.
332.
To get to under 333. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
1.5
That's
pounds.
Easy breezy. I should lose 2 pounds this week and maybe more. And in 2 weeks, I'm going to be under 330 again. And that's it. No more 330s. That I'm making that my solid. I haven't been this clear with Like, I have got to make this progress, intrinsically motivated to get somewhere. Like, I'm here now. And I haven't been here in that 5-month period. I've been in a very much different state of mind where it's been more laid back, and I'm ready to put the pedal down again. And like, the exercise is almost independent from it, but at the same time, that is actually reinforcing this. It's something that you hear a lot. Like, people say, like, the exercise itself doesn't make you lose the weight, but at the same time, when you start getting into the routine, it also has an impact on what you like, your mentality about what you eat. Like, you're just not gonna abuse yourself the way you would. And I'm there. And I don't remember a time where I've been there like this. I have traction going on the exercise that I don't anticipate giving up. And I think that's going to build into this whole plan. I think I'm going to start to see a lot more progress. I think I know where I need to devote my efforts to in the way of satisfying my flavor, requirements. And I feel like I'm close. I feel like I'm close to getting the routine set. I think this week, what I'm going to do is, today's Friday, I'm going to relax a little bit. I'm not going to stuff myself. I don't need to stuff myself, but I'm going to enjoy a nice day of just like reasonable day of just letting it go.
Yeah.
And that's, again, the emotional part of, you've gotten me past that, dude. You got me past that hurdle. Recognizing so much of it came from just like feeling lonely. And like, I'm over that. So getting over that was the biggest part. And that's mentality. So the mentality has shifted, and like, I'm not eating emotionally. Like, I've been through life eating emotionally, dude. Like, it's like, I just like you've said before, like, you don't even necessarily enjoy it like somebody else who is not a food addict. They're savoring every bite, right? Like, I'm just shoveling it down. That's been my habit for all this time. And now I'm content with less food than I have been in a long time. I don't need as much to fill me up. So even if I do have a relaxed day, I'm not going to do the damage that I normally do. And you take that emotion out of it, and it's even better. Like, I'm not going to pig out just because it's my free day. I don't even need to do that. I just need to enjoy. For my mental well-being, I need to take a day off, right? I think I can afford to take the Friday off after the weigh-in to relax everything without losing my mind, and then get right back on it, start on Saturday. Like, without a special occasion, Saturdays, Sundays, that needs to be I need to get back on the routine. 6 out of 7 days, I mean, I still have a whole cheat day, and so, and I think I'm going to lose weight. I think I'm going to lose weight at a good rate. So I'm ready to put the wheels in motion. It does require a little bit of effort on the front end to get meals figured out to some degree, but it's not, at the point now, it's not grueling at all. I'm ready. I'm just ready.
The fact that you were walking those stairs, and the fact that you weigh 334.4 pounds, and the fact that moving 334.4 pounds in a straight line is difficult enough, but going upstairs multiple times over and over again, that does tend to significantly work the largest muscle in the muscles in the body, in the legs. Therefore, if you haven't worked them in a while, which you haven't, not to that degree, can gain muscle, and you are eating a lot of protein, and your body will respond quickly when it's challenged to the degree that you've challenged it this week in building muscle. Therefore, when you look at that weight, that 334.4 might be misleading. That weight might be higher than it actually would have been on a prior week when you weren't doing any exercising.
And you're actually not damaging me right now.
Initially good, thank God, because I was reserving myself, hesitating to share it with you, because if I give you too much confidence, this week, you might think, well, what I did with the diet this week, I'm perfectly fine doing next week. I'm happy that I didn't ruin everything, but this is the truth, and I have to always be honest with you. And the truth is, when you're exercising at that weight, especially, and you're using your legs in a way that you have been by climbing stairs of all things, you can gain a lot of muscle in your quads and calves quickly, and a lot of muscle. You can regain muscle you had in the past when you were doing more physical activity, because you've had that muscle before and it's maybe atrophied. You can gain that back fast, and you could gain a couple pounds easy in a few days of muscle just by doing those workouts. So it is possible that figure is artificially inflated by muscle. That's a possibility. So I just want you to know that what I'm seeing now, regardless of what I just told you, what I'm seeing now is the attitude that will propel you to losing 110 pounds. That's a guarantee.